Hello everyone and welcome back again to my channel. This is John here from Afro Modern Bite and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be making real African food. We are going to be making white beans in spennat with Ugali, as many call it. We call it Posho. It has very different names back home in East Africa. Some call it Ugali, some call it Posho, so it depends. So this Ugali is made, this one is made out of maize, and there are different Ugalis. There is one made out of cassava, and yeah, and so on and so forth. So it's different depending on what you want to eat. So today I'm going to be making ugali with beans, white beans and spinach. So guys, I'm going to take you through the whole process one step at a time, from the beginning to the very last end, where we'll be testing our food and we will see what we get. So guys, just join me and let's get into the video. But guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, and always share the video so others can get it, can see it too. So if you have a WhatsApp group, just share the link, and if you have just copy the link and then just share it so that the video moves and moves and moves. Yeah, so I thank you so much for those who have subscribed to my channel, and those who haven't subscribed, please guys, subscribe to my channel, support me, and we'll be making more and more content about food. So I'm a very good food lover, so I love eating food and I love cooking. So let's just get into the video and hit the notification bell if you ever wanna find out if I have uploaded a new video. So guys, thank you so much, and let's get into the video. So guys, let's start our cooking. I have 2 green peppers here, and then 2 carrots, 2 onions. Then I have my spinach here, which I'm going to chop. Then I have the ugali here, but this kind of ugali you have to put in water first, otherwise you'll be getting cramps at the very last end. So I'm going to be putting in water so that I put it to rest, then I'll be making the ugali a little bit later. Yes, so I'll be adding in some water here. That's why I said we have different kinds of ugali. So depending on what you're going to make it from, it can be cassava, it can be maize, different kinds. So depending on what you're doing. But the other kinds of ugali, we don't do this, because we just put in the ugali in the saucepan, then we boil the water, then we just pour the hot water in the ugali. But this one you have to do this before you start to make it, because otherwise you'll be getting clumps, and that's not good when you're eating. So let's just put it there. Then I used canned beans, white beans. So these are 2 cans, yeah. And we'll be frying our beans with pure ghee, yeah. Sometimes I don't use oil, I use ghee to cook my food, because I love the taste of the ghee. And when it's fried with beans, oh, it gives us the best taste. So guys, let's just chop our veggies first. So and always take out this white stuff, the inner part of the green paper. I don't like it at all. Some might just chop it like that, but me, I don't like it. So we're putting this aside here. This is the easiest ugali and a bean sauce that you can make. The other kind of, the other one made out of maize, it's really hard. It's really hard to cook. You have to be really patient with it. But this one, when you pour in hot water, it just forms itself. Just like I'll show you guys later. This cover can be stubborn sometimes. So. Those who have never tasted ugali, guys, try it. I think different parts of Africa eat it differently. Yeah, in West Africa it's also different, and in East Africa it's also different. So this is done. So we put this away. So we start chopping our veggies. The carrots, you can chop them the way you want. You can chop them in the round way, you can chop them like this. So it doesn't matter. It's just a preference. I think the round ones take less time to chop than these ones. This is one of the most common dishes that we eat in East Africa. It gives us energy, a lot of energy. And we eat it in schools, posho and beans. You just have to be careful when you're chopping these so that you don't cut yourself. Actually, this is one of my favorite dishes. So you see how this takes time, but the round ones, it goes faster. We will be chopping everything and the spinach before we start frying the beans. Because you don't want your beans to be ready when you haven't chopped the spinach yet. So I'll put this aside. Some people prefer the red onions. I used to use the red onions, but nowadays I use these white ones because this can disappear in the sauce. Actually, this ugali that I'm using is called mana grain. We are almost done with our greens. the greens are done. We're going to be chopping our spinach. Wash it first. Chop it into very small bits because they're if you prefer not to have the spinach in the beans, you can also just put the spinach aside. So you just add it like an extra. We have something called nakati back in Uganda. It tastes a little bit different from spinach, but we always put it aside with the food. You can always do the same with the spinach if you don't want it in the beans. So take the last bunch here. Wash this too. And then we chop it. Sometimes if you don't have these canned beans, you can just boil our usual beans, the brown ones or the black ones. It doesn't matter, even the white ones. But if you have the canned ones, you don't need to boil them for a very long time. You don't even need to boil them. You just put them straight in the saucepan. So this is done. Now we're going to start the frying of our beans, and never forget a little bit of coriander for the taste. Coriander or cornmeal. We call it cornmeal. It always gives food the best taste. If you have it, you put it in. If you don't have it, it's also okay. So now everything is done. Can clean here. Always have a clean place when you're cooking. So now we're going to start our frying. Put this aside here. our salt, our curry. We have white pepper. We have paprika. This is not the strong one. And then we'll be also putting in some garlic for our ingredients. So we'll take our ghee and just put it in the saucepan. When I don't have ghee, I usually use oil. It's okay, because ghee is expensive also, so you don't have to go looking for ghee when you have oil, which is much more cheaper. So we cover this. So let's come a little bit closer here and see what we're doing. So put in our veggies. Sometimes I put the onions first, sometimes I put everything at once. So and the coriander is always the last to be put in the ingredients to get that let's fry our veggies. And if you're using the canned beans, wash them first so you can remove that preservative. The smell of the ghee, oh my god, so good. And actually ghee is really healthy. It's really good to use in your cooking if you have it. So we fry our veggies for like 10 minutes on high heat. At this moment, if you're using the normal tomatoes, you can also put in the tomatoes. I prefer using this tomato paste because it lasts longer. Tomatoes, they can't last longer even when they're in the fridge. So we put in our tomato pastes. Put in as much as you want. There is no limits. Now you can begin putting in your ingredients. Just 1 tablespoon or 1.5 of paprika. Then garlic, I always put in too much garlic. I like garlic so much. And then the white pepper or the black pepper, you don't have to put in too much, otherwise it won't taste so good for you. It will be a little bit sour. Those who love strong taste of food can put in as much as they want. And then we put in our curry. So now it will be time to add in the beans. So and mix them really well. So also at this point, you can add in your spinach. And then mix it with the beans. Guys, the smell is really amazing. I do a lot of different things with these beans. I can cook like 4 to 5 sauces with the beans. It can be beans with meat. It can be beans with minced meat. So we will be also making some other sauces with the beans. So now you can add in a little bit of salt. Not too much at this point. You can just put in 1 tablespoon first. And guys, if you want to make your sauce to be really heavy, especially when you're eating ugali, we eat it with heavy sauce. If it's beans, they have to be really, really thick. Yeah. So now we add in water. Can add in a little bit more. Because we're going to let it cook for around 20 minutes. And don't forget this, our coriander or cornmeal. Little bit more water, so that water will be enough. So now you can add in your salt and test always the salt. Always test the salt, because you don't want to be putting in too much salt in the sauce. Always test it. You're putting in a little bit more. That's enough of the salt. So that's good. Then we'll be covering our beans. We let them cook for around 20 to 30 minutes. And then we'll be going to make the ugali now. So guys, you see our beans and the sauce are beginning to get ready, as you can see. And this is the ugali we are going to be making. So let's just begin making the ugali or the posho. So I have already cooked water here in the jar, and this is the one I was talking about. This is manna grain. So this is what I'm using. I think it's made out of, I don't know, I'm not very sure about it. So you can see the ingredients here, what it's made of. Yeah, it's made of wheat. It's made of wheat. I think this is the first part of the wheat that they remove from the covers, maybe, probably. I'm not very sure. Anyone who knows about manna grain can correct me. So We put it on not very high, so we put in some water, then you just do this. Just go round and round and round. Then it will begin to form. I think, guys, you can see it. This is also used as kind of a porridge. People eat it as porridge in the morning. So it's beginning to form. So just wait to add in more water. So you can add in a little bit of water. So don't worry about this one, because this one is the way it's done. You might think, there is a lot of water in it. No. When it's almost ready, you just put it off the stove and just put it aside. Then it will harden. So putting in a lot of water is no problem for it. Because it's wheat, yeah, and wheat takes a lot of water. So you can add in a little bit more water. So the more water, the better. And it's the other way around if you're doing the ugali for maize. Don't put in too much water, because when you put in too much water in that one of maize, it just becomes porridge. But not this one. This one you can even add in some more water. It's a friend of mine who taught me how to do this manna grain. I was always eating the other ugali for maize. But then when I got the taste of this one, I was like, okay, I'm going to be eating this one. So our ugali is almost ready. So that's the way it's supposed to be. It has to be very soft. Then when you remove it from the stove, it forms and hardens. So you can reduce the heat a little bit. And our beans are almost ready. And the ugali is also ready. So guys, you can see how it's formed. Yeah. So now I'm going to remove it from the stove. Then I put it aside. Then it will start to harden. So we take a plate like this, put it up on the saucepan, then that's how you remove it. You can take out the rest. Don't throw away food. So it's soft right now, but we're going to give it a few minutes, like 10 minutes. Then we will be ready to eat. So that's how the ugali looks like, guys. Closer. That's how it looks like. But like I said, this is made out of wheat. So we will leave it to rest for a couple of minutes, and then we will be testing our food. So let's just give it 10 to 15 minutes and we will be back again. So guys, welcome back. It has been around 15 to 20 minutes and even our sauce is finished. I think you can see the sauce. Guys, this is so tasty. Yeah, that's our sauce. So, and this is our ugali. Like I told you, when you leave it out for 10 to 15 minutes, it forms and then it hardens. So now it's ready to be eaten. So guys, I'll be taking, we always eat it with hands. Wash your hands, then you can taste the ugali. But I always use the fork. So just take a small piece like this and dip it into the sauce. It's really hot, guys. So don't try this at home. This is amazing. So tasty. The salt is perfect. The spennat. So most people back home prefer using hands to eat this. So this is really, really tasty, guys. The sauce is so amazing. So tasty, guys. So tasty. So guys, this comes to the conclusion of our video. Yes. So guys, you've seen the whole process of making the beans with spinach and ugali, the food that we love very, very, very much back in East Africa. So everyone from East Africa knows this kind of food, and we always love it because it gives us a lot of energy. We have a lot of energy, people from East Africa, a lot of energy. And people from other parts of Africa also eat this, but they have different names for it. So I haven't tasted that one from West Africa, but I would love to. So guys, that comes to the conclusion of our video for today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for staying tuned on this video. So guys, don't forget, subscribe, like, follow, and share the video so it goes viral. Don't forget that. And those who have not subscribed, guys, please subscribe, support my channel. Afro Modern Bite is the channel, and I'm John. So guys, thank you so much, and let me go have some lunch. Right now it's not lunch, it's dinner. So I'll be going to eat dinner right now. So thank you so much, guys, again, and see you in the next video. Bye.